Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to find Quetzal. As in, like, when you're in the area where they spawn, you know, the height and everything you need to know as to how to get them. Um, so I've had a few requests, seeing that I've shown you the locations and everything else. But yeah, so I just quickly need to get some water here, as I'm a bit thirsty. Oh, these damn bugs. Any case, so the first spot I'm heading to is the red obelisk. As you can see, I'm here in the red forest, or the redwood. I don't know why I said red forest, but in any case. So I'm going to try and go to all the different locations and then show you how I would find them. That's if all goes according to plan. Also, just want to apologize if there might be any background noises coming up. I'm recording this live. Normally I record at night when it's quiet. It's now morning, so yeah, there might be a few surprises, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so heading over into this direction. Normally the height that I fly at when I'm trying to find Quetzals is if you look at the obelisk you see in the background there. And right next to it, that peak there on Craig's Island, I try to fly like in the middle of the two, between, you know, like the obelisk's height, we know where it starts, and the height of that place there. Because I think any higher than that, the Quetzal don't spawn that high. When I was coming to this area yesterday, just about there where my Quetzal's head is pointing now, there was a wild one that spawned on the ground. Well, seeing that I wasn't there, the Quetzal's just gonna let it go. Alright, so this is about the height, almost. It's coming down a little bit. So, yeah, round about here. I'm just staying in between that peak and the obelisk. So let's see if there's a Quetzal in the area here. Doesn't seem like it in this exact spot. Oh, there we go. See, that's the height I'm at. Anything higher than that, you won't find them. So these rocks at the obelisk, you can use those as a reference, as height. Where did it go now? Here, Quetzal. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this one is I've seen this one around a few times. I think so. But in any case, so here's one Quetzal. Cool. Alright, let's go find some other ones. Okay, so another location that I find them in usually is on the way to the green obelisk, if you travel from the red one. So hopefully we don't find one that fast, so I can also show you the amount of time I normally spend in the area when looking for one. Another location I've also found a Quetzal. We're coming up on it right now. If you can see my shadow down there, it's around about here. Okay, now this is not where they spawn, it's just where I've encountered one. So sometimes they come around here. I doubt that I'd find another one here because the one just spawned behind me. Okay, so to find this spot, I normally use this. Is it this one? I think so. Yeah, I use this peak that's here as a guide. Once you've seen a quetzal in the wild and you kind of lost track of it, or you forgot about it for a while, they sometimes end up here. Not always, but sometimes. Um, so if there's another quetzal that's spawned, it might be around here somewhere. But first I'm gonna need some stamina. So awesome thing about the quetzal is you need stamina. Just stand and wait a little bit. A few seconds and you'd be fine. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this river area around here. Normally once I've spotted a wild quetzal, well, just randomly traveling, not necessarily hunting for them. I have found them in this spot on numerous times. Some of my taming videos that I made for the quetzals was shot from here. So yeah, I kind of do find them here, but like I said, it's not always a guarantee. Okay, and again, I'm not really high. That's the peak there. So I just kind of keep this height. And then just cruise around. So the tapijaras around here spawn also from this height and upwards. So let's see. Any quetzal in this place? You spot them fairly quick. Um, so I've mentioned in some comments in the past that you shouldn't spend too much time in an area. So to show you how long I mean by not too much is pretty much what I'm doing now. Obviously, you can use any mount to find the quetzal. I'm just using my quetzal because it's got a hell of a lot of stamina and I don't need to land every 5 seconds. So yeah, this is kind of the scan I do. All the way to about the peak here. If nothing happens at the peak, you know, when I reach this spot, let's go up a little bit. See, there's a tapejara. And then I just kind of fly back a little bit. Alright, so that is a no. Don't seem to be any quetzals in this spot. So moving on to the next one. Alright, so the next one is right next to this. This is kind of the pattern I follow when I'm looking for quetzals. Seeing that I've had 8, I only have 2 because I killed the other 6. Don't need so many. And I'm running out of spots for creatures. But anyways, so again, this one is next to the green obelisk. See that little space in front there? I've found them here as well. Anywhere along this little green patch you see here. So again, you can see them coming down because they don't spawn so high. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, again, just to give you an idea of the height, I fly under the height of the obelisk. Any higher than that, and then it's not really worth it. Because then you just, I don't know, way too high. Okay, so, nope, no Quetzal in this spot. Okay, then another, oh, no, that's a tip jar. Okay, they also sometimes come at the back here. You'll see this little patch. So here's the obelisk. I just came from there. So you got this green patch. And then the trees over here. I've also encountered a few on this location. Not a lot. Not many of them, but a few. And there's no Quetzal here. Okay, so the most I've seen spawn in the game so far was 2 Quetzals in one spot. I've encountered 2 in one spot. Then I think I've seen like 3 in total on the map at one time. In close succession on each other, different spots. Alright, but any case, so the next one is if I move away from the obelisk, then you have the hill there on the right hand side, and then I've got this one in front of me. So I normally head to that one. Wait, first let's do the Redwood one. Okay, so from the green obelisk, travel to the Redwood. But again, I need some stem. So just wait here. At least it doesn't take too long to find them. It's becoming dark now, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to see much. But let's try. Okay, stamina is done. Okay, so here's the peak thing in front of me. A bit faster. Okay, so in the Redwood, I've found them in a few spots. Where's that? Where's this terrain? Any guys? Alright, so where's this mountain top? There we go. Okay, so when in the Redwood area, I'm about at the height of the top of the trees. I've seen 1 or 2 spawn here maybe a little bit higher than they do in other spots. I think it's just due to the terrain. But yeah, so let's have a look. Okay, not here. Alright. So I found them between here and the river, if they're here. So when you fly in and you don't see them, it normally means they're not there. So I don't waste too much time. So from here, just fly down to the river slowly. If there's anything here, you'll see it. Run about at the height I'm at now. But there's nothing there. Okay, then another spot I've mentioned before is the 50-50 location. So the best way to find 50-50 without using your map is when you're at the Redwood forest in between the volcano. You'll see there's this little piece of, I don't know, land there. Now that kind of points to 50-50. So I've made a base. I have a base here at 50-50. But to be exact, I think there was something there just now. Oh, that's just a tree moving. Anyway, so I think this tree here, the one that I'm not building on, I think that one is 50-50. So let's just have a look. So that's 49. Or is my base exactly at 50-50? Okay, so that one is fine. Ah, never mind. Okay, so it's where my base is. So this tree. Let me just get. Okay, so you'll see. So this thing points exactly at my base. So where my base is, that's 50-50. So you've got two trees here. There's one tree here and another tree followed by a sapling. So obviously not the sapling one. But yeah, so that's the 50-50 spot. Now from there, I found a few here. Normally when I take them down, you see that they fly around here in the other videos. This is normally where, once I've started trying to knock them out, this is where they come. So let's have a look. I have found two here, but no more than two. And again, I don't spend too much time around here because it doesn't really help. If they were here, you would see them. Okay, so as a height reference, there's these little cliffs on the side here. I fly around about at that height. It just makes it a bit easier. Because again, like I said, they don't spawn too high up. Just doing a sweep. There's normally a tapejara that spawns over here. Where is it today? Not here. Anyway, so I would say there's no Quetzals here. Okay, so if you don't find anything in this spot, just continue forward towards the blue obelisk. So another spot I found them in was between this hilltop and that one. Again, not ridiculously high. Just around about, see, told you. So there's the mountaintop, and there's the Quetzal. So this one is a red-ish kind of colored one, and it's not that high. But anyway, so this is where I'm at. So if we go like that, that's about the height I'm at. So if you aim at the peak, you'd be fine. But yeah, alright, so that's another one. So that's 2 so far. Okay, so let's see. The next one would be if you fly between this one here and the blue obelisk. So you just go straight. Okay, so anytime soon, if there's one here, it'll pop up. So you see there's a little ridge coming down from the blue obelisk. That little ridge. I aim for the ridge. So anyway, from this river that's down here towards that ridge is where you'll find them if they're here. I've also not really changed much in the altitude I'm at. As you can see, I'm still below the height of the volcano there, and below the peak of that guy. But anyway, let's see. So if there's a Quetzal here, you'll spot it anytime soon. Yeah, there's one more spot. We're waiting for the stem. There's one more spot where I've seen them as well. Let's go try it out and see. Let's make sure there's nothing here. Nope. Alrighty. So from here, let me just show you something else quickly. What I've noticed that is when you've encountered a Quetzal in a spot and you need to go get, I don't know, like tranks or another tame or food for it or whatever the case is, they kind of stay where you found them. So that second one, the last one now, so was around here. And where is it now? Come on. Yeah, so you just gotta remember kind of where you saw it last. And then it kind of stays there. Not exactly, but kinda. Okay, it might have just traveled to this spot over here, so let's see. Okay, I think I'm a little bit too low maybe. Let's see if I go up into the height. How was it before? So using the peak as a reference. And I think that's it. Okay, so let's do a quick look around. Okay, anyway, moving on. So the other spot I've seen them is also still the red forest, or the redwood. I don't know why I keep on saying that, but anyway. Right up in front there's a little pasture behind the tree line there. I had one or two randomly appear there. I don't think they spawn there, they just kind of, I think, wander through there. Okay, try not to be too high. Keeping it at about just under the top of the trees here. No, not yet. I don't see anything. But anyways, okay, so I'm heading back towards the red obelisk again. To show you where that other one was. I think it's still there. They don't move too much. They do wander, but it takes them a long time to wander the whole map, which they eventually sometimes do. Just actually checking if there's any titans here. Anyway. Okay, stamina. And there we go. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, when you want to dismount a Quetzal, when you have one, the best time would be when it does a certain move, otherwise you fall off. Which I've done several times. So it flies like this. So the best thing is to watch the legs. You see the legs are going, still going, and there. See with that change it did there? That would be the ideal time if you wanted to dismount. Anytime before that, you might fall off, as the Quetzal hasn't come to complete stop just yet. Alright, so let's just check if this guy is still here in the general area. Okay, so they go in one of two directions if they are around here. So we know it is. Ah, there we go. Cool. So yeah, that's to show you they don't really wander too far from where you find them. If you want to come back, they stay in the general area. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. This is to show you the height and how to find them. I found two. So I hope the video helps. I don't know why I said like. Anyway, hope you guys liked it. I hope it helps and answers your questions. Thank you so much for watching.